Welcome to Wisconsin's Road America for NASCAR Xfinity Series qualifying on the 4-mile road course in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. This is a 2-round qualifying period, and round 1 has just been completed. There is the fastest qualifier of round 1, Austin Cindric for Team Penske. And he put down a good lap, just as he did yesterday in the first practice. The Fast 12 will move on to round number 2 and a chance at qualifying for the pole. You see Michael Annett is on the bubble there. This is Canada's Alex Labbe. He currently is in the red. Doesn't look like he will make it into the top 12. Jeff Burton, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Dave Burns joining you from Road America. Parker Kligerman is patrolling pit road, adding to the storylines that we've been watching this weekend. Big one is 43 cars entered. Only 36 will make the race. And as round 1 is complete, we will do the calculating. NASCAR will do their calculating. And we'll show you which 7 cars will have to go home and not race at Road America. That'll be disappointing, Junior.
Yeah, it will. A lot of these teams come here. They're excited to be at this race. And but it speaks to the health of the series and the fact that you have more cars here trying to show up and make this field is a good thing.
It's a financial reality that isn't good, you know, for teams that don't get in. The guys that try to race every week, you don't make the race. It's tough. It makes things very difficult.
You see pit lane there just behind the wall. Parker, you're stationed by someone there who is either excited or sad at what just happened.
Well, I actually just want to talk about the 9 car of Noah Gragson here. Didn't complete a lap, didn't put a time on the board. Remember, they had that engine issue yesterday in practice. They replaced that engine. And then they went out and basically said, hey, look, we looked at the fall off of the tires. We knew we had this engine that we wanted to just make sure was running all right and everything was good. We didn't get a lot of laps. So let's save the laps on the tires, not abuse them. They think that's worth about maybe a second. And give them, you know, that little bit tire advantage to start this race all the way at the back, but they feel like they can make that up with those, just having those couple newer tires.
What do you think about that, Jeff?
I love the strategy on the tires for sure. I think, you know, saving laps on your tires, the confidence that we got everything right, the engine's in there right, everything's going to shift, all that stuff. I love that confidence too. So you own it. That 9 team, that's what they do, man. They just go for it every week. They don't seem to do much other than what you call it. You call it records or checkers, right? So why not do that in the pit too?
I suppose. See how it works out.
Fans are here checking it out. What a great day for racing. Qualifying just completed round number 1. Let's look at some highlights from that. Of course, we're happy that some of the guys we don't normally see in the Xfinity Series are here. Kevin Harvick taking the 99 for a run.
Yeah, Kevin ended up well down the order, but it's good practice, good laps, good experience for him at this racetrack. AJ Allmendinger.
He's always quick, right, Junior?
And he ended up 3rd on the board with his lap, so he'll get an opportunity to try to better that in his final round. Kyle Busch in the 2 spot, that 54 car. Get some valuable experience for Cup race tomorrow.
Austin Cindric, no surprise. Top of the board. The first session that everybody was chasing him yesterday, they're still chasing him today.
I don't know, there's another driver in the field that likes this place more than Cindric, and it shows when he comes here. He's very fast.
So we mentioned 2 rounds of qualifying and 43 entrants, only 36 starting spots, and these are the drivers who did not make it. Jeffrey Earnhardt, Colby Howard, Kyle Weatherman, Greg Galding, the veteran Boris Said, Matt Jaskol in his first try in Xfinity Series at this track. And Bailey Curry will be going home. So again, health of the series, more cars than can fit into the starting lineup. Disappointment for these drivers.
Very disappointing, and it's kind of a reality of the situation. You got a road course that the Cup cars are here for the first time, so a couple of Cup guys in the field that are trying to get that experience. You also have some road course specialists that show up to these events, and it really brought a lot of race cars here to this race. So some of these guys, unfortunately, won't be able to compete tomorrow or tonight.
So that leaves 36, Parker, and 12 of them will be going for the pole in just a couple minutes.
And the first guy not to be going for the pole would be Justin Haley in the 11 car. We saw you follow your teammate AJ on your first lap. What more did you need to maybe advance in around 12?
We were just, we were so bad on braking yesterday. It was wheel hopping like crazy yesterday, so I was just super conservative in the brake zones today, and obviously they had fixed the issue. So put that one on me. It's just, you know, I let up a lot through the brake zone. Like I said, I wasn't comfortable yesterday. We were really struggling, wheel hopping, all sorts of issues. So that sucks. We're a lot better than 13th, but kind of been the MO of our season, just not really running where we should be. But we got confidence in this Leaf Filter Gutter Protection group. Everyone at Colleague Racing has done a great job. Obviously, we got some speed in our race cars. Just needed more laps. Just a one-lap wonder. You know, you got one lap, one shot at it, and just misjudged the braking zone. So we'll be all good. We got a long race, and hopefully be pretty good.
And Justin actually took a second run at it, put an extra lap on those tires. We'll see if that hurts him when we start the race. We'll be back from Road America here for more qualifying.
I've always wanted to do that.
I've always wanted to do that.
We'll have one of everything. I always wanted to do this.
I always wanted to do that!
Next round on me.
2 drums, 2 breasts, 2 thighs, 2 wings, with 1 heaping helping of mac and cheese, 1 large fry, and 4 flaky biscuits. That's 1 delicious mouthful. A great way to feed the whole family. Order ahead on the KFC app. It's finger-licking good.
Welcome to Allstate. Here, if you already pay for car insurance, you can take your home along for the ride. Allstate. Better protection costs a whole lot less. Call a local agent or 1-800-ALLSTATE for a quote today.
Dearest burger joints, our royal fryness, thanks for keeping your cool when the kitchen is not. We promise to serve you with the respect you deserve.
If what's coming between you and a new grill are the words, "some assembly required," come to Ace. Because Ace now offers free assembly and delivery. So get a Traeger wood pellet grill, a Weber gas grill, or a Big Green Egg charcoal grill. You won't find these premium brands and service at a warehouse store, only at your neighborhood Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their grills. Right now, get free assembly and delivery on your new grill.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order? 1 crave cheeseburger.
I'm on it.
Crave cheeseburger, almost ready. On my way.
Someone pass me the crepe sauce.
Almost ready on the burger.
1 Sonic crave cheeseburger.
I am a driver with a dream. And part of that dream is making all the doubters believe that my name belongs here. I may be new to some, but I am not to be taken lightly.
Oh, and now they're really going at it.
Yeah, they are.
Because if you let your guard down, I will rise above. I am the NASCAR Xfinity Series. I am NASCAR.
What a huge weekend for everyone at Road America. Yeah, the NASCAR Xfinity Series makes their 12th visit to this historic road course. See some of the past winners here. No one has repeated, and that could happen here this afternoon on a place that welcomes the Cup Series for the first time in 65 years. Huge weekend for the fans, big weekend for the racers, and of course, America. Happy birthday to the US of A. And here's some of those fans hanging out down there as the cars barrel down into turn 5. One of the great viewing vistas. The official app of NASCAR can give them even more information. You can add free experience if you want to upgrade to premium. Just search the NASCAR app in the App Store, download it today, and have access to all kinds of things. I don't know, Junior, if the cornhole standings are going to be in there or not, but the NASCAR app has a bunch of stuff.
They always treat to see the fans and how they spend their time when they're here this weekend. And this place is so big. We took a ride around it, Jeff, and there's fans all around. So much awesome places to camp. It's beautiful, beautiful racetrack. Reminds me of when we go to the Watkins Glen. There's places around that place, racetrack, that you didn't experience as a driver. You know, when we get out here and look at this, you see all these fans. There's so many people here, packed house.
See a lot of shade seeking there too. It has been a sunny weekend, and the forecast is for more of the same. Especially sunny for these drivers here. Austin Cindric with the fastest time. Jeff, that's a good-looking top 12 going for the pole here in a moment.
Yeah, Austin Cindric clearly the favorite. Everybody was chasing him yesterday, still chasing him today. Michael Annett, a guy I don't think about as being a road course ace. Really nice job in 12. Jade Buford, we know he's got a lot of road course experience, but still going against these guys in these Xfinity cars is tough, and really nice job in the top 12 for him.
Huge difference, though, 2 seconds from first to 12th, but that's a big racetrack, and the larger the track, the longer the track, you'll get that time difference there. And just Cindric is on a rail. He's fast here, loves this racetrack, knows it well.
Confidence, too. I mean, when you look at him and you talk to him, his confidence level is so high. Casgrala here.
Well, I get you get out of the car and look at how fast you are compared to the other guys.
I think that does
do that over and over and over here.
Yeah, that helps.
I always like doing that, and then it happened.
Casgrala grew up in the Boston area and has found his way to the stock car ranks. Number of starts in the Truck Series, number of starts now in the Xfinity Series. Still looking for that full-time opportunity. And even though car owner here, Jordan Anderson, wants to spend more time behind the wheel, he's getting some good laps here at this rotating seat this season in the 31.
He's had some good drivers in that seat.
Yeah, Kaz is another good one, and he'll do an awesome job for him here this weekend. As you see already, making that top 12, that's a big confidence boost for this small team.
We've seen Tyler Reddick drive this car.
Yeah, and I was going down the list in my head, Jeff, and it just escaped me. Josh Berry has been behind the wheel of this car.
Yep.
So one thing I was going to ask you, though, okay, so tires cooled down.
Right there, we got loose in the carousel.
And I'm hearing the tires chirp. So they're a little worn out compared to where they were the first time.
Yeah, that's something that you'll hear here that you don't hear at other racetracks, especially down here in turn 12. Sometimes you'll hear the tires chirping. It's a unique sound we don't normally get to hear on here.
And normally we hear that, the next sound is a big boom.
Yeah.
It's back into the wall.
Crunch. There you hear it.
But, you know, you heard Justin Haley talk about he felt like he underdrove his car as Kaz is coming to the qualifying finish line right now.
Trips the line. There it is. That's the standard.
So he ran 2/10 slower than he ran his first lap on the racetrack earlier. So I would think that's a pretty good lap.
Yeah, I think that the driver's opinions is that this fall off from 1 lap to 2 laps is near or around a second. So I think he did a great job backing up, speeding that car. Emmerich, though, on a pretty good lap here. Quite a bit quicker than Grala. He's closing in on that finish line. Right up over this crest here toward turn 14 is the finish line right here. 2:15.9.
It's a good lap. I was looking at that right-hand turn in Canada Corner. So solid. That car didn't even move, and he carried all the momentum through there.
Daniel was 8th in the first round. That lap right there would have put him 6th. So an improvement.
Daniel's got a lot of track time here. He's run a lot of the Xfinity races here. He's become a good road racer.
That lets you know that he didn't get everything he had in that first round, and maybe by design, these guys might not go out there and push their hardest in that first round.
Jade Buford is backed off in the 48 for now, so he's going to have another crack at it next time he trips the line. It's another Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota. This is Harrison Burton. Saw him testing the limits of the left front Goodyear tire on the car yesterday in practice. See how much rubber he's kept on him today for the final round.
He's early in his lap and already a second behind here. Must have had a couple of issues in the first few corners.
Down below you saw Ty Gibbs, teammate this weekend, flash into the green for just a moment. Kyle Busch on track as well. This is for pole position this afternoon in a 180-mile affair. And track position so critical on the road courses.
I tell you, when you're early in a lap and you're already way off, it's hard to motivate yourself to push hard for the rest of the lap. Because if you run off course, it's really going to be a bad thing. You look at Cindric and Gibbs, their time, you know when you're on a good lap. They both know they're on a good lap, so they're going to be pushing really hard.
Harrison finish up right here with this little left-hander, trips the line. Third for now. A lot of green on the right-hand side there.
Getting into the carousel here with Cindric.
Carries so much speed through there.
It looks like a super fast corner. Big moment on exit there. It looks like a really fast corner, but talking to Cindric, he said, man, it's really slow. It's like this track is so slick and worn out. You're crawling through there.
I mean, he is using every bit of the racetrack.
Looks fast to me.
He doesn't hurt those tires going off track like that. Look how far ahead he is of Hemric's time.
But Gibbs and Kyle Busch right there with him.
They are right there.
And I think those issues through the last few corners we watched with Cindric cost him just a little bit of speed. Probably had a little bit better time. I'm sure he's disappointed.
Yeah, he lost. That's a second slower than when he ran on his first lap.
So and Ty Gibbs betters it.
Yep, gives guys like Ty an opportunity to go out there and upset. I think that's an upset. Anybody beating Cindric, I think, is an upset, especially a guy like Ty Gibbs.
That's going to be a hard lap to beat. What Gibbs just ran, you see right there, Kyle Busch is behind it. Allmendinger behind it, Jeb behind it.
We've seen the road course talent out of Ty Gibbs already this year at Daytona. So we know he can do that, but still, I think everybody thought Cindric was a favorite for today's pole.
Not going to get it today. Kyle Busch finishing up his lap. Heard he will be running next week in Atlanta. Will that be his last Xfinity Series race ever? No one knows.
Look at Allmendinger. See his time right now, almost 3/10 to the good.
Clements with a solid lap will not be good enough for pole. Whoa!
Getting everything he can get right there.
And you're right on board with AJ.
Still a really good lap for Jeremy. I mean, putting his car in 6th place ahead of Harris and Burton and
Jade Buford.
Yeah, that's still a pretty good job by that team. Just to make the final round, I think those guys got to be proud, but look how much your car moves around through those braking zone bumps.
See, Allmendinger gave up a lot on braking getting into that corner, but just did not get through there. That part of the racetrack did not go well for AJ. Heard him in the rev limiter right there. Third. Lost it all. Basically, in 12-13, lost most of his time.
Allgaier coming to the line, and no one was approaching the line as the clock ticked down. Don't believe we have anybody else on track putting down a lap.
And so that's, that's the prerogative of Annette. Not to go run, right? Not to put more laps on those tires that he's got to start the race on. They don't think they're going to be I guess they assume, hey, man, we're not going to be better than maybe 10th, 9th. Why even go out there and beat the tires up for another row on the field?
How about Ty Gibbs? I mean, how about Ty Gibbs? He's been doing a lot of road course stuff in Trans Am, runs his go-kart a lot out at GoPro, but to come out here and take the fight to Cindric and take the pole from look who he beat. Austin Cindric, AJ Allmendinger, that's two of the best road racers that we have in the country. To beat those two guys, that is a big deal.
Parker, you're there.
I am. Ty Gibbs in just his 9th start, gets his first pole in the Xfinity Series. You've already won in your first start. You're just racking up the trophies here.
Yeah, man, it's been a really great year for my team. God's blessed me so much. I'm very thankful to be where I'm at. It's super cool to drive for, Joe Gibbs Racing and my family. So hopefully we can carry it on today, maybe do a little boot scoot and boogieing up here in Sheboygan. So it should be pretty fun.
You have such a road course background. You've been so good at the road courses. What is it about these that just suits your style in these cars?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of it's just how you finesse the car and how you move the car around. I feel like being a road course driver is like kind of being an artist. You're painting and you've got so much room to work with. Here, the straightaways are kind of skinnier, so you don't have too much, but, you got a lot to work with. The canvas is kind of big.
What are you thinking for the start here? You can get pretty crazy down to turn 1, turn 2, and obviously at the end of turn 5. What's your plan?
Yeah, for sure. So you know, turn one's pretty tight, so hopefully we can just get out, have a good start, and get out and hammer down.
Guys, this is so impressive to see this kid do it. He's done just 9 starts here in the Xfinity Series.
Parker, 18 years old and mature enough to paint the canvas of Road America in a most effective way.
If Nathan Adrian hadn't forged his will in the fire of competition, he never would have had the courage to face his greatest obstacles. If he settled for winning 8 medals for his country, he never would have continued swimming despite a cancer diagnosis. And if he didn't push himself to train, even through treatment, he wouldn't be back on the world stage, fighting to win again. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
If I crave something, I have to have it.
Well, so what are you craving? Like, what do you crave?
Attention, apparently. Look at him all sitting in the middle.
I know, right? It is really awkward. You just chose to sit there.
Sonic Crave Cheeseburger.
At Chewy, we know walks are made better with our furry friends, and we're here to make those walks easier every step of the way. From tasty treats on the go to toys that keep them moving. Whether it's rain or shine, get everything they need, even prescriptions to help them stay healthy. At Chewy, we have leashes, toys, and treats for every kind of walk, delivered right to your door. Get fast, free 1 to 2 day shipping. Visit chewy.com today.
Style didn't always come easy. Until now. Made with athletic comfort and soft Italian leather. Step into the best of both worlds at wolfendshepherd.com.
It's that flare day, air day, face day, and waist day. It's that glow day, bro day. Whoa! It's gonna be one hell of a show day. Must be Monday. Monday Night Raw. Live Mondays at 8 on USA.
There's nothing like the Stanley Cup Final on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
There seems to be an increasing number of trucks on our highways. Most truck drivers drive safely, but those that don't cause serious crashes. Tailgating, speeding, changing lanes without warning, it's a recipe for disaster. Trucking cases require specialized knowledge and expertise. If you've been injured in a truck accident, don't trust your case to just any lawyer. In my 20 years at Cannon and Dunphy, I've helped many clients hurt in truck accidents. I'm Ed Robinson. If I can help you, please call me.
Menards Garden Center has everything you need to enjoy your yard all summer long. Check out our selection of Cutter outdoor products, from individual insect repellents to whole yard control. Cutter is here to help. Don't let pesky bugs ruin your summer. Cutter Backyard Bug Control attaches to your hose and kills insects for up to 12 weeks. Get 11% off all Cutter Bug Control products. Get 11% off everything right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
The Peacock original Lost Speedways is back with an all-new second season. You can see Season 1 and all of Season 2 on PeacockTV.com. But, Junior, it seems like in Season 2, you guys went a lot more in-depth. What was more intriguing to you this time?
Just the tracks we went to. I think we took some more risks and got some really, really good storylines and had a lot of fun. I mean, it's just a great series. I'm enjoying being able to bring those stories and those tracks to the fans.
It's a good watch if you haven't seen it. PeacockTV.com. Lost Speedways. One that we know exists right now is Road America, and this is what's happening for the rest of today. When we finish up qualifying here, there will be Cup Series practice and then countdown to green for the Xfinity Series. And, of course, 180 miles of racing. And then the Breeders' Cup this afternoon on NBC, so stay tuned for all of that. And then what about tomorrow? For the first time in 65 years, the Cup Series comes back to Road America. Qualifying will start at 11. And then, of course, we switch right over across states to Mid-Ohio and see the NTT IndyCar Series racing at noon on NBC. Countdown to green starts right after that here on the big network from Road America. You know, back in 1955, Phil Hill won an amateur race here when they first opened Road America, but the next year, it was NASCAR in 1956, and that was, of course, Tim Flock, who went to victory lane that day. Let's head back down to pit road and Parker.
Another driver that has won here is Justin Allgaier back in 2018. You ended up 6th in qualifying. You and I were just looking at some of those other cars and noticing they actually kept their speed going, which you didn't.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised at that, to be honest with you. You know, we saw yesterday in practice, the tire fall off and tire management is going to be so important. And I felt like today, you know, that second lap wasn't a great lap, but also, too, I was a little surprised at how much speed we lost in our brand Camaro. So I think we'll race well here. You know, we worked really hard to make our car have a good race balance, and our Camaros have been fast week in and week out here at Junior Motorsports. So we got a little speed to catch up based on qualifying, but I think, you know, starting up towards the front, and you know how these races go. 4 tires on the pavement, 4 fenders on it when the race comes to an end, and you'll have a great shot at going to victory lane.
You've been coming here since we've been coming here back in 2010. How electric is this weekend, though? A Cup here, it just feels amazing, isn't it?
I've told people since we started coming here that if they got a Cup race here, that this place would sell out, and it would be probably one of the coolest events of the year. And I have no doubt in my mind that that is what is happening. I know we're already sold out. I know that tomorrow is going to be a fantastic race for the Cup Series. I'm excited to watch them practice here in a minute. But furthermore, it's 4th of July weekend. Obviously, we have American flags on our fire suits for a reason. We love this country, and we love celebrating this country. And so for us, 4th of July weekend, Road America, these passionate fans, it's going to be incredible.
Guys, it's just an awesome July 4th motorsport weekend here in Road America.
Love it, Justin. Love it, Parker. And the starting grid of which Justin is a part looks like this. And in the top 12, guys, I think the most impressive run for me will be the Jade Buford car. He'll be on the next page here. But you see Ty Gibbs putting it on pole. What a run for him.
Yeah, Ty Gibbs taking it to Austin Cindric. Listen, you still got to beat Austin Cindric. He's still the favorite going into this race. I think Ty's going to push him. But also Allmendinger, Hemrick, Kyle Busch, Allgaier, all of those guys could win this race.
Good qualifying for Jed Burton there in row 4. Jeremy Clements, awesome job by those guys. Jake Buford continues to impress. Josh Bilicki, Preston Pardis, a lot of names maybe we're not familiar with seeing up toward the front of this Xfinity Series.
See Kevin Harvick there in row 10. He'll be learning for tomorrow's Cup Series race here.
Brandon Jones.
Cody Ware with a great run as well.
Maya Snyder, good racer. He'll be coming from further back than he wanted to, but he'll be going forward. See Noah, no laps on his tires. We'll take advantage of that.
How will that work out? Noah Gragson, shotgun for the Henry 180 this afternoon. We'll see how that works out for him. On the other side, don't go anywhere. Rick, Jeff, Steve, and Junior bring you Cup Series practice.